Hello guys, so I did the tips, advice, routine, hack, secrets of Zendaya's and Ariana Grande's hair, beauty, skincare, healthcare and all that stuff. So today I decided to do the exact same thing but for Katy Perry, and definitely I'll be sure to link the two other videos in the description down below, and I'll be sure also to make more of this video. And let's get started because we have lots of things to say in this video, and we will also mention the secrets of Katy Perry's makeup artist. So she describes her prismatic water makeup as very clean and classic. Katy would always do her own lips. She would just grab her lipstick and throw it as quick as she can. Her approach when it comes to makeup is experimental. She likes that she can be transformable and she wants to keep evolving. If she could pick one makeup product which she wouldn't leave home without, it would be the Bombshell Curvaceous Mascara. She likes to feature her big blue eyes, they're very beautiful. Jake, who is her makeup artist, is very detail oriented. He gives her the Katy Perry face. She would use Ready Set Gorgeous foundation, Bombshell mascara and some lashes. These are the most important thing for her. For the lipstick, she would apply Lip Perfection 320 Soulmate. She's been dyeing her hair since 15. She's been dyeing it black because at 15 she chopped it all off and had it blonde, like bleached blonde like Marilyn Monroe. She still likes to do dramatic makeup, but she's coming into the more age-appropriate field of experimenting. She used to be insecure about her skin, so she did lots of more coverage. She thinks her brows and eyes are what frames her face. She has alright lips and cheekbones, but she thinks there are no really show-offs. So her brows and eyes are what sets her whole face. She never sleeps with makeup on. She likes to smell edible. She says, I feel like you can take any lipstick and make it a blush. I use it like finger paint and you can put it on your eyes too. When you're using less of a matte and more of a cream lipstick, it moves better and gives you a gloss. She also says, one of my little tricks is just doing lots and lots of mascara. She explains, I'm a sucker for lash extensions these days. It's really fun to wake up feeling bambish and fresh. I've had extensions for like 5 years, and then I dye my brows when I'm getting my extensions done. Then I use CoverGirl pencil and powder for my brows, lots of mascara, and that's it. As for styling her hair in a jiffy, she says, I don't really know what to do with my hair very well. It takes a lot of patience, she admits, so I put it up and I put one of those American Apparel twisty bandana things in. It ends up looking kind of cute and messy and hippie. When she has a bit more time to spend on getting glam, Perry says the best thing her makeup artist Jake Bailey has ever taught her is the trick of contouring, which she claims helps her take pounds off her face. She also says that there are lots of tutorials on YouTube right now about baking and powder and shading. She says shading is so great, especially because some of my weight in between stuff shows up on my face. That's where you first lose weight, it falls off your face. Until then, if you want to enjoy life, just get a little shade out and contour your weight out of your face. She continues, he's so good at the glowy stuff, he adds it in my Cupid's bow to open up the lip and also down your nose. It makes your nose a little smaller. Marilyn Monroe used to do it. Was asked what's step one when you're off duty to get glowy skin, she said bronzers. She says, I wear so little makeup when I'm on stage. There's a CoverGirl bronzer 3-in-1 called Clean Glow Bronzer that I use. Then it's just mascara and brows. So then she was asked, so would you say that's your typical beauty ritual? She says it really depends. When I'm at home, I'm a lot more of a plebeian. I love the summer and I love a little bit of vitamin D, but when I'm on stage, it's all about creating a character and being an exaggerated version of myself. She said, she was asked, what would you do if you get a snag a nail on the go? How do you fix it? She says, actually, I was looking for a nail file the other day and I didn't have one, so I just used the matchbook. She says, weird little tricks. It's actually really smart. She says, what I find really interesting about beauty is that even if you had all the products in the world, they could never make you feel amazing. That comes from the inside. Of course, new makeup is fabulous, it makes you look great, but beauty and confidence come from how you feel about yourself. I know that sounds really corny, but it's true. She adds, I don't think there's any products in the world that can completely transform you. Makeup doesn't make you who you are. And this is so true, and I really like what she says. She says, what makes me feel good are the little things, like being in the sun every day just for 10 to 15 minutes to get some vitamin D. It's simple, but it really helps. When she was asked what was the last really exciting beauty trick, product or service you discovered, she said Shu Yumura oil. I'm not real sure how to pronounce that, but this is the picture. She says, I use it to wash all my makeup off. It really lifts off all the residue, also blemishes, and can be treated with ice and eye drops. It takes the red out. And the last one, I was looking for a nail file the other day and found out that a matchbook works. SOS tricks. Then she was asked, what's your best tip for clear skin? She says, I never sleep with my makeup on. Water and sleep help too. She says that it's different on stage, that it's at home. It's all about my lashes and brows. When I do own my makeup, I do a lot of mascara and shaping of the brow. I definitely have more natural skin. She says that she uses Lash Blast mascara from CoverGirl and that she likes eyelash extensions now too. They make her feel like Bambi when you wake up. She says, I've been pretty addicted for 5 years now. I like doing that with a nice bronzer and powder. I just learned to shade so you get the most incredible bone structure. I know how to slim my face down. Katy Perry dyes her hair a lot, so when she was asked what are your tips for trying different colored hair, she said, I feel like anyone can pull off colored hair, it's the new norm. She added that she has been using black dye from the age of 15 because she's naturally the most boring color for me, which is squirrel brown, nothing exciting. I really love brown anyway. So she also adds that she's been playing with colors since she was a teenager. She says, I love being able to pull off a burnt green. The shocking blue is fun too. Purple is really nice because it goes with a lot of different looks. So when you have colored hair, it's such a huge accessory, you don't have to accessorize. She also was asked who was her beauty inspiration. She says, I love accessorizing and I love the alternative grunge Tumblr look, a little streetwear, 90s wear. I like taking cheap things and making them look really gorgeous. I like girls that look like cartoons. I like the presentation in real life. I like someone looking healthy and taking care of themselves from inside out. In an interview with 17's magazine, Todd Delano says that the best part about being Katy Perry's makeup artist is the extended family that comes along with it. We all have a lot of fun together, he says. Then he was asked how has her style makeup evolved. He said it's much more refined and classic, but she has always leaned towards the more classic side of makeup. Then he was asked what's your favorite lip to do on her. What about the eye also? He said, my favorite lip to do on her is the glossy lip, but she prefers more of a matte finish, so it's rare when I can sneak a gloss in. I like to do smoky eye. I prefer eye makeup with blurred and blended edges. A smoky eye is hot on anyone. He was asked if Katy is really good at doing her own makeup. He said Katy can do her own makeup if needed to, and she does a pretty good job on a basic face when it comes to lashes and sculpting. Well, that's where I step in. He was also asked which beauty trends you are loving right now and which have you tried on Katy. He said the dark bold lips and the 90s goth alternative crowd was a trend we played with. I also love the bleached out brow, but we haven't tried that yet. He also said that he loved the red carpet moment from the Los Angeles premiere of her movie Part of Me. He says we were in Hollywood at a historic theater, so that look was old Hollywood glamour from head to toe. He says it's appropriate in every night. And when he was asked about the 3 must-haves to get the Katy Perry look, he says a brow pencil, false lashes, and a bright matte lip. He says you should use the brow pencil to define your natural brow into a strong, classically arched shape. False lashes add fun and glamour to any look. I always suggest buying a cheap pair and practice. If you need to cut them to fit your eye, always cut from the outer corner before applying and let the lash glue cure for 30 seconds before applying. The lips should be defined with a coordinating lip pencil and filled in with a lipstick. I always say it's just makeup, it will wipe off, so have fun and experiment. So Katy Perry always wears so bright clothes, so how does that affect her makeup? He says if she's wearing bright colors, which she usually does, I'll tend to use more natural hues so her makeup doesn't clash. However, she can really pull off any look. And when he was asked what about when she changes her hair color, does that affect how you do her makeup? He says not that much, to be honest. I always try to give Katy a classic beautiful makeup look no matter what her hair color is. The makeup doesn't change too much whether her hair is green, pink or purple. Then he was asked what is your favorite look that you've done created for her. He said I think Katy is at her best when she keeps it fresh and natural, dewy skin, defined brows, mascara and lip gloss. He was asked what is her most requested makeup look. He said her signature cat eye. He uses CoverGirl Bombshell Intensity liner in black to make it dramatic and long-lasting. He was asked whether there's something makeup-wise that Katy Perry wouldn't do. He said she's super adventurous with her style and she is really willing to try anything. She's very meticulous about her brows, though, which frame her beautiful blue eyes. Katy has been very open about her oily skin, so her makeup artist was asked about which foundation or what foundation trick he uses on her. He says, I make sure his skin is clean and hydrated before I begin, and I almost always prep his skin with primer. As for foundation, right now I'm loving the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation for Katy because it's oil free and actually pulls oil and sweat away from your foundation. It's genius for high energy performances. Oh, and of course I always set her foundation with powder no matter what. Last thing, when he was asked what's the craziest product you've used on Katy, he said that would have to be preserved butterflies for the album artwork for presents. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and tell me in the comments below who other celebrities you would like to know about next. And definitely don't forget to check out my Ariana Grande video and Zendaya video. And I have lots of other celebrity videos like short films and stuff. And I will be sure to link all of this stuff in the description down below. And also don't forget to check out my last video, which is 700 coats of blush parody. It's a joke edition, okay? So check it out. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching and bye.